Alright, here we have a Sears Kenmore 20-inch box fan. I believe this one was made by Signal Electric Company. This is one of Nate's fans. He got it from Brian Peterson, or actually, the story behind this fan's kind of interesting. I got the fan from Brian Peterson, and Nate wanted it, so I traded him this for another fan of Nate's that I wanted. So, yeah. That's how he ended up with it. But anyway, this thing's in really, really good shape. I am honestly shocked by how clean this is. It's a Kenmore with a very retro, I want to say this is at least dates back to the 50s, maybe early 60s. This blade is really over-engineered. If you see these little things right here, those are like fins to cool the motor. It's really interesting, honestly. A really over-engineered box fan, in my opinion. But really nice, honestly. It's very solid, very heavy. The motor in this thing is huge. It's a 3-speed with a thermostat. The thermostat works, but the knob is missing a little set screw, so you can't use the knob. You gotta use the nub, if you will. But it does work. The 3-speed has a very, I don't know if that's Bakelite or what that is, because I mean this is obviously pre-plastic, so hard to say. It's got one of those, I don't know what you call the grill. It's not a Venturi, because that's the big round thing on the inside. The air diffuser grill. It reminds me a lot of those air vents you see in office buildings and stuff. I want to say this is a rebadged Signal fan, because it looks awfully like a Signal fan. Pretty cool though. Well, that ain't gonna work, is it? Unplug it. Cord's kind of short on it. Here's the back of it. Like I said, I want to say this is like a 16-inch box fan. It's not a 14-inch. It's bigger than a 14. But it has this huge motor in it. Really overpowered for a freaking 16-inch fan. But the end result is this thing moves a lot of air. It's a Kenmore. Here's the information sticker. Still there, surprisingly. It's a model number 336.8147. 1958. Huh. So this thing was sold by Sears, obviously. Made in USA. Canada. I wonder if this fan came from Canada. I don't know, it's from 1958. So it's definitely an oldie, but definitely a goodie. And it's in really good shape for the age. I mean, this thing is almost old enough to be put into a retirement home. I gotta find the plug again. Plug her back in. I did have to put a new plug on it because, yeah, the original one was shot. But since I put the new plug on it, runs like a top. Here's high. It's really quiet. And it's definitely moving some air. The purpose of this grill design is to move air out instead of like just straight forward. Lakewood did a very similar design of this in the 60s. I think even in the 50s they were doing it. A lot of companies did this design back in the day. Signal was probably the most popular one. It probably started it all. Because as far as I know, Signal was the first one, the oldest, to use this grill design. Then everybody else just kind of followed suit. But still, cool fan. Definitely moves a lot of air. Very quiet. Very quiet. You barely even notice it's running. And low. There really ain't a huge difference between high and medium. Now low speeds kind of has a nice low to it. It's not quite as crazy as the other speeds. Now like I said, this does work, as you can see. Thermostat works pretty good on this. But anyway, turn it back to high. And we'll shut her down. Now the coast down on this fan is ridiculous. It takes quite a while. I bet you half of this video is going to be coast down. I'm pretty sure that blade's pretty heavy too, because it's kind of an interesting blade, honestly. Like I said earlier, it has those cooling fins inside the blade hub itself. Kind of like, modern box fans have that. I mean, the modern fans that have that have very sparing amounts of those, but same idea essentially. But it is what it is. It's gonna be a long video. Coast down is ridiculous on this. So yeah, there you have it. The Sears Kenmore box fan. I want to say it's a 15, 16 inch. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.